I-social media ithatha isikhathi sethu kakhulu to a point ukuthi you can't even read the word.
Says figure to that point, it's almost like a way to kind of like approve of ourselves and our lives, you know. With abantu, they see that my life is glamorous, they see that my life is good, they see that I'm happy.
Kunalokuthi nje I can talk to that one, I can talk to that one, and you get to know a lot of people.
Exactly.
Are interested in the same things that you are.
Kunezinto eziningi esiyibonayo ku social media that are just bad influence ezenza ukuthi sigcine sibona ukuthi ngathi izinto eziright ekumele zenze, because it seems so normal when you're scrolling down, you see a lot of it. Okay. Hey.
Phela ngikubukela ukuthi cha.
1, 2, 3. Hello, hi, welcome to our channel, the channel for young Christian minds. And today we are talking about something that is very geared so much so to young people, because I think most of us, we are on social media, and we want to talk about the pressure and the influence of social media, especially with regards to the fact that we are Christians and we believe that you are probably a Christian or want to be a Christian. So sifuna sort of like unpack that topic in a way, Yoguti, as Christians. How much should we be on social media? What should we be doing on social media? This and that, and the influence it has over us, specifically as Christians.
So I'm going to start, and ngizoqala nge-pressure engaba nayo for me to have Facebook specifically. So ngaba ne-pressure because half of my friends basebenzisa Facebook, and I think most of them bayisebenzisa because it's free, not in a bad way, but because it's free, and
it's a good thing
for you to talk on WhatsApp and Instagram. You need to have data. So that's why abaningi bathi no, have Facebook, let's come back Facebook, there's this, there's that. So ngaba nale pressure ukuthi I need to get Facebook. I don't even like it that much, kodwa ngaba nje na that pressure ukuthi ishinama should get Facebook. We had 3 apps of social media: WhatsApp, Facebook, the Instagram. So if I were to count the hours engisebenzisa ngawo ama apps WhatsApp ngisebenzisa the most. I think maybe 5 hours per day. Not like constantly, but
yeah,
like,
I think that's the funny thing. Look, it's most of the 5 hours. But I think most of us, we don't realize we spend almost to 5 hours,
we
because
just counting all those
the
little
whole
moments,
day.
those 30 minutes, those 25 minutes.
It could be like 3, 4, 5 hours.
So roughly, I think it's 5 hours per day in WhatsApp. If Facebook, I could say 1 hour 30 minutes, because and just check this and that, check go to Instagram, I only log in when I want to post something, and that's it. What about you?
Okay, so for me, I think combined all of my social media apps, I use LinkedIn because I promote my YouTube channel there. I promote our channel there. Instagram, Twitter, which I also just use mainly to promote my YouTube channels. Bese go by Facebook, bese by WhatsApp. And then that's it. I think I could say 4 to 5 hours, because on WhatsApp I'm not that active. I'm WhatsApp that long. I just speak to people every now and again, so I'm really not that active. Go Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, what else? LinkedIn. Those 4 apps I use to promote my channels. Go Instagram, sigesayenza ama photo shoots, and now I had my own pictures of myself in my personal account, and then we had like other pictures for our photo shoots. I was very active at that time, but recently I haven't been as active. So combined my apps, recently it has been like 5 hours. But while we were doing our photo shoots, I think it was like 6 to 7, because even just this cut, so go to caption, you're selecting the pictures, you don't even notice like half an hour maybe busy trying to find the right caption, trying to put up a story and write something creative. And I get creative, okay? Like man post this story, I want people to see art, I want it to be an experience, so it would take me a lot of time. So I'd say maybe in a day would be like up to 6 hours. I wouldn't just sit straight 6 hours because obviously umuntu unezinto amele azenze during the day. But nje mangithola ifoni yami, I'm like, I'm right here. Ngiphinde ngenze something, I'm right here. And that's a lot of time when you put it into one. Moyibona ungazi ukuthi nje kuseni ngivuke ngaba, I don't know, on what social media platform for 15 minutes. Obviously, I'm not that bad. But most uhlanganisa for the entire day, how much you spend time, including their YouTube, because it is a form of like a social media platforms. Maybe buga nane video, buga nani. All of that time, that is a lot of time on social media. Now to our next point, we want to look at the good and the bad of social media, because obviously siyasebenzisa, and like I said, besebenzisa mainly Instagram for our photo shoots, which was something good. Like it can help you to promote your art. So I think the first good thing I'd have to list out, Uguti, these social media platforms, they can help us, they can help you to promote your art, to promote your work. So I think that's the good thing in social media. If you want to do something creative, if you want to do something for your business, if you have something to share or something to express, or something you think people will like, it's good for that, because exposega ebantwini abaningi.
And I think one of the good things is it helps you to connect to a lot of people at the same time. So I can talk to that one, I can talk to that one, and you get to know a lot of people are interested in the same things that you are, especially on Instagram and on Facebook, Twitter. You get to follow people that have the same interests as you. You get to know a lot of people around your art, around what you want to achieve, or what you're interested in.
And I think manje, it's just even more, it feels like we have more access, even though it's not even real, but we kind of have layer access to abantu that we look up to. You can just follow them, you can just connect with them, you can even DM them, just depending if maybe by choose upendula, because that's their right and their choice. But people are even getting opportunities via social media. Maybe I take a certain celebrity, or maybe they are role model, baba take and include them in their work or something that they want to show them. Gunaleyo accessibility ukuthi akusafani back then where abantu baba buka TV, like nje umuntu omthandayo buka TV, and then there was no way to connect with that person. So I think that's definitely something good in your social media.
Yeah, and another thing before to the bad, specifically if you're a Christian, you get to preach on your social media. I do that a lot. I post amavesi, I post you post in Jumayelo, you post this and that. You get to spread the word of God, to encourage people through the word on social media. No go through something, they are able to just look at your status and they find that courage to go again.
Yeah, that is definitely another power of social media. The fact that we can preach, we don't even have to be at church. You can just, somebody can be healed by a certain word, or a post, or just maybe a verse, just maybe a word of encouragement. That is definitely a positive for social media. Now, going to the bad side of social media. So definitely, I think the one is vumelana na ukuthi social media takes up a lot of your time. Njoba beseshilo ukuthi masesibuka thina in a day, it could be like 4 hours esiyispendayo. That's a lot of time. When you think of it, you're just like, wait, what? That is a lot of time to spend on social media. That is time obongayenza to do something productive. Obongayisebenzisa to just do something more fulfilling, maybe to just even write, maybe something you've been meaning to write, do something you've been meaning to do, plan something you've been meaning to plan. But lesikhathi ugcine nje ula instead of just doing something else more productive.
And as ukhuluma ukuthi it takes a lot of our time instead of us being productive. So mina on my Instagram, I post my videos of me singing. So I realized ukuthi I spend more time ngikhuluma nabantu instead of me recording my videos, perfecting my voice, perfecting that song, and getting more songs. Most of my time I'm talking to people instead ngabe ngicela new songs. I challenge myself, sing them, and sometimes mase post because nesikhathi ngiposta I'm like, I don't have a video. It's been a while ngicela ukurecord. It's because I spend most of my time talking to people instead of creating things, having like ukuthi ngibe nesikhathi nento engiyithandayo, because singing is what I love. But in singing is the second best thing. Now I'm busy with social media. I'm busy talking to people, which is not good.
So like it's a funny thing, because the good side is that you can promote your work, you can promote whatever you love, you know what I mean? But at the same time, that ends up taking time from lento ithandayo, lento ti ufuna uyifaka on social media. Maybe ufuna ukufaka ama verse every now and again, but then you end up spending so much time go social media, you end up not spending time with the Bible so that you can have the verses that you want to share, and verses that are meaningful, you know. I know it's
just share,
exactly, just for the sake of, you know. But when you take your time and just read the word, you were reading it for yourself, and then you saw something that you would like to share. So manje, because you're on social media most of the time, you don't have time for that, so you just post just for the sake of like, oh, maybe I'm posting verses, so now I'm just gonna post it because it's the norm. So I think another bad thing is social media. It creates this craving to be liked, you know, this need to be liked, because into being, you notice tina masenza lama photo shoot loguti, I post a picture and I feel like those pictures are bomb, they're fire,
good, and you expect a lot of comments
after,
and a lot of
exactly, after postile lezo itombe, I'm constantly checking with someone, did they like them, did they comment, what are people saying, how many likes, you know, exactly. In social media, it creates that need, loguti, I want, you don't even know half of the people who are probably gonna like the pictures, but you want them to like it, you know. And that's the thing in social media. That's not doubt to say I don't care even if one person commented with a meaningful, supportive comment, you know, it's one person.
It's one person,
you know,
like
I'd rather have 20 people who say, I don't know, even damn things, but you know, and that one person probably usho into a value, something meaningful, you know, something helpful. But manje siyange number. If those 10 people who liked my picture, gunaloguti, they were really impressed, you know, they're like, oh my god, like, she's a good photographer, she's a good model, you know, like, we like this. Logo. It's 10 people. I want like thousands of people to like my picture. So social media has definitely created this need, this craving to be validated, to be liked, you know, approve, oh, this is great, what a beautiful picture, or you guys look so beautiful. If you're a couple, you guys are so cute, or if it's a family vacation, you know, you guys look like you're such a happy sifuna leo validation.
And it's funny because first of all, I just want to say, not to brag or anything, our pictures were really good,
amazing.
And it's funny in Joba Seshuguti, it creates that thing. Abantu, they would not comment. Half of people bebanga comment, which your pictures are good,
most
you guys are
people
doing a good thing. But when we meet with them and they're like, yo, you guys, you're doing your thing,
and you're like, why didn't you say it on social
media? On my Instagram, right? So that's the funny thing, because abantu abakutsheli where you want them to tell you.
Exactly.
Yo, you're really good. Like,
put it on my comments.
Like, I wanted you to comment so that everyone can see. So if social media, it has that thing for you to be confident in what you do.
Exactly.
Someone comments or anything, whosoever ibonile wayithanda, that was the goal. So commentile what's gonna you good, although it motivates you, but you should get to that point commentile as long ibonile wayithanda. That's what I wanted. Yeah, because so if feedback or not, that's not the goal.
Now were you happy about it? Because now we would look at our pictures right from the photo shoots. Oh my god! Before I could even edit the pictures, there's velocity zinhle. But how, like, why, you know, it kind of takes away from the fact it sort of like stills your confidence, because when you were like, oh my god, these pictures are amazing. Or maybe even if it's not even serious pictures, because in Aveli we're doing like a whole planned thing, even if it's just you and your family, even if it's just this cute video of you or your family or your baby or you and your hubby, you want people to have a certain reaction. If babantu bangasho, oh, you guys are so cute, or you guys look so happy, you know, like, even if it's just a random picture or a random video or a random post, gunale craving esinayo ukuthi people need ukuthi basitshele something, like sort of like approve of me, even though singeke sisho kanjalo. I don't think anyone can admit ukuthi when I post on social media I want approval. I don't think sizoyibeka kanjalo, but in a way we kind of all out there. I think most of us in a way says figure to that point, it's almost like a way to kind of like approve of ourselves and our lives, you know. They see that my life is glamorous, they see that my life is good, they see that I'm happy. Another thing that I think is bad in social media, it is the influence it has over us. In influence, and I'm talking about bad influence because we already covered the good sides. It could be a good influence and just maybe be encouraged or maybe even be encouraged to go to our video, you know, Nomonde is doing this, I can also do it. It definitely influence you in a positive way. It could do that, but guna bad influence. There are so many things we see on social media. There are so many bad things. There are so many things that are normalized. Isn't especially us in consider as Christians, you know, and even those we wanna capture, you know, those we wanna sort of like, what's the word? Those we wanna ubazuzela to Christianity. Kunezinto eziningi esibonayo ku social media that are just bad influence. Ezenza ukuthi sigcine sibona ukuthi ngathi izinto eziright ekumele zenze, because it seems so normal when you're scrolling down. You see a lot of it. We see a lot of half-naked girls. We see a lot of people puffing things. We see a lot of people drinking. We see a lot of people, you know, showing off what they were doing last weekend, even if it's something that's not really right. And then you start to think it's fine. You start to think it's normal because so many people are doing it. So many people are posting it. Gunale influence is social media that it has on us.
And that one is huge, because you don't even realize as you're scrolling down, seeing these things, in your mind automatically it tells you this is how you're supposed to act, this is how you're supposed to behave, this is how you're supposed to live, which is not true. Because half of the things esibona ku social media, it's what we are being like which is not really true. Even with the happiness, social media has a way of telling you this is how happiness should be.
This is how happiness looks like.
And masa, so in a relationship you want that happiness, masa sense you're like,
it's not it.
Even with parties, you get together, me and my friends, I needed to be that lit in Instagram, this is how it should be. It has a way of controlling your mind, of this is how it should be done.
Exactly.
This is how it should be done, and that is very dangerous. And in our days, what you go, social media, which are the things as true. What do you wish for? Money part when money relationship, what do you want to experience? What do you want to feel in your relationship? Social media has that thing. This is how it should be done. But in a way, so exactly
just like that. Exactly. Into fana nento oyibuka every day. Kunama soapy esiwabuka every day. Kunezinto esibuka every day. Kunezinto eziqala ukunormalizeka. I think it's the psychology behind our brains. Kunezinto lo ukuthi when you keep on taking something, ingqondo yakho, it's like, okay, this is how it should be. That is how we grow up to be. Even if we grow up in different homes, kunezinto ezenza la khaya engathothi ekhaya kinanzenzi. Mina ngimangale because ekhaya zenza almost every day. Maybe the way we organize, exactly, the way we organize certain things, the way we have dinner, the way we do this and that, because we've done it so repeatedly, you know, we feel like that's the normal way, even if I correct, but because for us we've done it so many times. And I think that's the same thing as social media, because almost every day, most of us sihlala social media. So obviously, it keeps on clicking to you like, okay, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. I see it a lot, this is fine. You don't even realize where it's not even really your decision. We don't realize, yes, it's not really because I love it, but I feel like it's normal. I feel like it's fine. I remember this one time, I think in my video, in my own channel, there was this one guy who told me like almost like all star white situation. Ngamina why ngizogcoka kanjalo wathi hayi kuyenziwa ku social media ngihamba namantombazane sewagcoka kanjalo. I thought he was just giving me a tip because he thinks it's something that would look cool. Masasho njalo ngiyabona ukuthi it's because ubona ku social media. He didn't think it was actually stylish or cool, but he thought it was stylish and cool because of his social media. So I guess maybe there was a time big trend akhona lokho abona amantombazane athi oh bagcoka manje amateka amhlophe namanjini amhlophe. And I was like, oh okay, so manje bekana leyo idea ukuthi ngani ku social media kushiwo nje. Like I social media igcine ingathi I don't know the instructor for impilo zethu ukuthi abantu abaningi benza nje. Abantu abaningi babhala kanje. Kufana even in the simplest things njoba wena bowusho ukuthi kuna style esithi gokuthi nalokuthi something like that. Even like certain phrases kunezinto esigcine zisho just because it's trending right now. Kunento thina besingayazi SBWL something like that. We still don't know what it means, but we see a lot of people writing it and you just know it's okay, it's a social media thing, you know. And asifuna ukuzenza ngathi singcono like oh thina we just never, you know, follow those kind of things. But honestly thina we just singabantu esihlukanisayo nezinto eziningi. So I think that's just kind of like our personality noNkulunkulu uyasiza. So eyintweni eziningi you won't really find us using trendy phrases or just doing something because it's trending. But we just want to put it out there ukuthi just start noticing ukuthi amanye ama choices zakho ezinto zenzayo you simply do them because you've seen them so much ku Facebook, ku Instagram, ku Twitter and you think it's okay. You think it's fine.
And I think just to add ukuthi enye into eyenza ukuthi singayitholi sikule trap yama trending things all the time because mhlambe sometimes kuyenzeka sithole nathi senza leyo nto le ukuthi we have this thing we want to know a meaning behind everything.
Exactly.
Ukuthi okay ku trenda loku why okay sengiyazi ukuthi why where do I fit in. We singalabo bantu lapho sifuna ukwazi ukuthi okay kuya trenda loku fine ku trendelana okay mina as Nomonde me as Thandeka where do I fit in. Sinaloko all the time ukuthi okay kuya trenda fine umuntu yakwenza mina me and my personality ngingena kuphi la. One point I want to add before siqhubeka elenze social media ibe bad. I-social media ithatha isikhathi sethu kakhulu to a point ukuthi you can't even read the word. I know ukuthi sinokuthi iBible ngathi liyabora and stuff, but even the Bible on your phone you don't even read it.
Exactly.
Lokho ukuthi you're too busy. You don't even have the time. God, what are you saying today? You don't even have the time to pray. You don't even have the time to meditate. You don't even have the time to sit down and look at God and look at him, how amazing he is in your life. But you're busy, you're here, you're trying to catch the next trend. You're doing this, you're doing that. We are called. Us waking up is grace. Just take that moment and be like, God, thank you.
Exactly.
Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for making me to be possible. For it to be possible for me, even social media. But because we are too busy here and there, especially us, Abantabash, we here and there, we don't take the time, let alone reading the word. As because we are too busy. Isn't that sometimes don't even benefit us that much.
Yeah, and another thing is social media kind of takes from you. Say for example umuntu ongapost ungasho ukuthi mina vela ngiposti but umuntu ohlala buka scrolling down Instagram, scrolling down Facebook, kunalento ukuthi Facebook lezinto lezi they take from you. It's not like we're not saying social media platforms are completely bad, but we just create leyo awareness yokuthi it takes more than it actually adds to you. Njoba ukuthi akubenefit. Whereas if you spend time with God and with the word of God, it benefits you. Iyakugcwalisa kuwe emphefumulweni wakho njengomuntu omusha osindisiwe. It actually adds to you. It is actually for your benefit. Angisazi ukuthi ngibandlo bekasho lokho ukuthi even just reading the word of God, spending time with God, doing the things of God, it is for your benefit. Okunye hle sicabanga ukuthi ungazi ukuthi simakhe register for uNkulunkulu ukuthi uNkulunkulu angiboni ukuthi ngifunda iBhayibheli.
But it benefits you.
It's not for you. It's not for him. I mean, it's not for God ukuthi ufunda iBhayibheli ukuthi uNkulunkulu ngibonile, so you know, like I can just tick that off ukuthi ngibonile ukuthi ngifunda iBhayibheli. It is for you. It is for yourself. I don't think God needs us to read specifically read the word back to him. He knows it. He needs us to know it so that we can claim all the things that are here, so that we can pray back those things to him, say it back to him in a way ukuthi siyazi ukuthi what's rightfully ours, siyazi ukuthi singobani. So the moment we quote back the word of God to God, it's not because akalazi. It's because we show him that we know you, God. We know who you said we are. We know ukuthi ufuna ukuthi senzeni la emhlabeni. We know what you want us to have. And that's the good thing about spending time with God. It actually feeds your soul instead of just taking out from you.
Oh, I want to say this powerful thing. Reading the word of God as ntomosha. Oh guys, this is a proven fact for me, ngikubonile. It makes you become wise. Like ukhuluma ngewisdom every time when you speak. It's because you spend time kakhulu ezwini. When you speak to someone, people will be like, you mature for your age.
Yeah.
It's because you're quoting things as it says when you speak with maturity. And in a way, as ufunda izwi uNkulunkulu uyalichannel ilimi lakho. Noma ukhuluma nawe uzima table. Ngayibeka kahle kanje. It's because you spend time with him. Njoba sihlezi sithi ukuthi uma spend isikhathi naye, you adopting his character, you adopting him. So as ukhule, as thina sisazokhula and have kids and have whatever, le wisdom iba khona kithi, his character iba khona kithi. So in a way uthi ukhuluma nabantu, his character just shows up. So it's very important, you guys. You get to get wisdom here. You get to get things ezizokusiza for the rest of your life as we are growing up. Read the word.
Yeah, and I think one last thing I want to add that is bad about social media, the bad side of social media, is that when we write and say things, especially my platform like Twitter and Facebook, where we get to write certain things or our thoughts or our opinions, there are people behind other screens who are reading that. Specifically when we directing something to celebrities, to pastors. Exactly. We don't think I've never been that person to write about anyone on my social media platform, but we're seeing more and more of that, and especially in the Christian communities. It's one thing to not even mention a pastor's name, because it's like, why are you even writing about that in the first place? But to even take it a step further, even if it's just another celebrity, it's not a pastor. Social media gives us this illusion as if it's something I think most people they wouldn't have the guts to say it.
Half of the time labantu ababhalayo, if you that person, kunokuthi wena ngeke ukuthathe.
Exactly.
You won't be able to handle whatever that you say to the other person. And that's when you should know this is wrong. Because if someone were to say this to me, whether noma ngakusho face to face or social media, but because you hide behind the screen and say mean things to people, there are people. You look up to that person doesn't make that person guys, let's stop saying mean things to other people. Because it's really wrong.
Benza ama memes ngabo, babhala ngabo, benza ama joke.
It's wrong.
Kunalento ukuthi ungazi ukuthi social media yenza ukuthi they not really human.
No, it's not.
Exactly. It's not right. It's not right to write about anybody, even if you think your opinion is right. Honestly, I always feel like promote what you like and ignore what you hate. If umuntu akachazi, fine, phuma kuye.
Be like, okay,
lo bathandayo, khuluma ngalo bathandayo, because lo mthandayo uzokhuluma positive. Then it's fine. It's great if we're talking about people, about the positive things. There's no need to ukubhala izinto negative. So if umuntu noma umfundisi noma celebrity awuthandi, just unfollow them. Just don't mind their business so that you don't have to write negative things. Khona abantu abazenze ama prime minister okubhala ngabantu ngathi babekiwe ekundleni wathi mina kuthiwemele ngibhale yebo afune konke.
Meanwhile yena he's dealing with a lot engabe ufuna uhlala uyakubuka adile nako,
adile nento zakhe
busy udelela ama celebrity this and that. It's wrong, you guys.
It's not okay. Really, so we're gonna share the word. Mina ngizofunda kuJona chapter 2 verse 8. It says, those who cling to worthless idols turn away from God's love for them. It's very short. This was Jonah's prayer. So worthless idols. I think most of the time masicabanga ama idols, which is true. Sicabanga izinto lokuthi, for example, maybe abantu abakhonza emadlozini. For example, maybe abantu abakhonza ezinye izinto. Exactly. Sihlale sicabanga those kind of idols, which are also idols. But idols can be in a form yokuthi you always watching TV. That can become a form of idol. Mathi uNkulunkulu, he's a jealous God. He's jealous of anything that takes you away from him. Anything that takes too much of your time, that takes too much of your attention and draws you away. Magathu Jonah, like it turns you away from God's love. Into ogcina you spend most of your time, most of your energy, most of your attention kuyo social media, TV, whatever it could be, whatever it is for you. Obona ukuthi yazi ukuthini, even just clothes, even if ukuthanda uthenga impahla kakhulu, that can be a form of idol. Ziningi izinto ezinga yinto ogcine uyithanda kakhulu to such a way you feel like you can't live without it. And that's when God gets jealous. That's when you sort of like have an idol that you're worshiping. It could be anything, or uyithanda kakhulu, or feeling like you can't live without it. It turns you away from God's love.
Mina, I'm gonna read from Romans chapter 12 verse 2. This is Apostle Paul speaking. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Apostle Paul is simply talking about ukuthi asingabambelele entweni zethu, especially as for Christians. Lokuthi siyazi ukuthi for us to be here on earth, it's temporal. So we cannot be clingy, as Ashu Jonah, like be clingy to izinto zalamhlabeni, because we are not of this world. Whatever siyithole lamhlabeni, singayisebenzisa, singaba busy ngayo, but we should not get attached to it, because asibala, we cannot be attached to izinto zala izinto esizoyishiya. Ukhuluma ngalokho Apostle Paul.
And I like lo ukuthi it's things that we are gonna use, because the social media nathi siyasebenzisa. The thing is, with everything, the devil always perverts everything. It's almost like Lento Beashumayala Michael Todd, Pastor Michael Todd was saying that sex has been perverted, but sex was God's idea. Something gross, blah blah blah. Sex was God's idea. So isn't danger. Social media is a good platform, but it can have bad sides. You know, kona yonke into yintenhle, kufana nemali. But most uyithanda kakhulu. We all need it. Angeke ngithi mina mina ngifuna imali shem uyisono. No, I need money. I want money. Listen, ne. But if sengiyithanda kakhulu, that becomes the problem. Lokuthi don't be attached to the things. Like you need them. Siyayidinga lezinto kusava, siyayidinga imali, siyangena ku social media, we can be part of it and we can use it in a positive way. But we just making sure lokuthi we don't get attached. We don't get, we don't cling on to the things of this world.
All in all, what we are saying minimize your time on social media. Try to control your social media. Let it not control you. Minimize the time you spend on your social media. Minimize the things you say. Be careful of the things you say on social media. That's all we're trying to say. We're not saying leave social media, it's bad for you. We say be on social media, it's good for you. But we're saying try to control your social media.
And if maybe when it requires you to live social media, maybe when maybe that's your path. But we're not necessarily saying social media, because not a citizens or social media. But maybe if in social media, I think I cannot. I'd even go further as saying like minimize what you see. You have the option to unfollow people who post certain things you don't like. Unfollow those people. If you're logo and poster, unfollow that person. You have the Instagram because you see the people you follow. That's the only people you see. So if muntaka posting thing, I understand. I unfollow you because I don't want to see that mangi scroller. Ngifuna ukubona izinto, ngifuna ukubona abantu engifuna ukubabona, ngifuna ukubona izinto encourageayo. Exactly. So you have that choice and that ability. And that is all we had for you today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and please leave your comment down below. We'd like to hear what you think about this, and please consider subscribing for more videos just like this one. And until the next video, bye. Sizokhuluma ngokusindiswa, and more specifically ukusindiswa ebusweni bakho.
He is the center of our salvation. He is the one that connects us to God.
You don't just become a born-again Christian ngokuya esontweni every Sunday. You don't just become a born-again Christian ngokufunda iBhayibheli.
Salvation is a personal relationship. It's something so personal. It's between you and God.